Hello everyone, welcome to the game we played yesterday. Today I'll show you a bit about what the things that went wrong, what are the things we did right, and also talk a bit about where are the places where I feel like we kind of missed the entire perspective of the game. This is a fantastic game to watch because right off the bat we can learn a lot of things about what we did wrong, and also this is a good game because I think I've witnessed everyone doing a lot of mistakes that are very easily fixed and should be fixed. So let's start with each laning phase. That's probably where I'm gonna cut off the video today, and I'll just touch the points that kind of bugged me. So first thing, we know this Void is not starting with a stout shield. In this kind of scenario, with a Phoenix as a lane partner, no stout shield, Void should be destroyed. Like, doesn't matter that he bought so much regen, he will be destroyed. So let's take a look how the lane goes. So I'm gonna start immediately from the perspective of the Night Stalker, because this is our offlaner basically. And right off the bat, I can say that the starting build was nice. I would go with 3 mangoes, but it's not critical. But he has enough mana and sustain to bug the enemy mid laner. And we're gonna see that it immediately buys the Equivalent Blade. Also, good play, reduces the chance of missing on the wave. The first thing is this. This is the perspective of the first mistake. You appear to the wave. There's nothing to be done here. You're not doing anything. You're standing in the wave close to their tower. You're not achieving anything. And the fact is that you even lost the last hit. You opened yourself for a Raz for free, and the Mirana is positioning instead of clicking the Void and hitting them. This is your timing. Like level 1, you have an advantage. Your heroes are stronger level 1. Phoenix committed to the stupid Firebird, so he was not able to do anything other than just throw the birds that make you attack slow. And Mirana should be constantly right-clicking the Void from Fog, making sure his regen is spent. What happens is that they kill a full wave, you get 0 creeps, the Void is 4 and 1, and this already puts you in a very bad position to start. Like, even if you get all the last hits in this wave, they're gonna hit level 2 before you. This is not a place where you want to be. And also, last hit wise, this is where there is a big mistake in concept. Like, this was a magic arrow. I don't know how you got it, it's nice, but the perspective of the lane is to do as much damage and kill the Void and bully it out. It's already the play right now, but look what happens. You stabilize after you hit him, you trade a bit of HP, but the Void is free farming. You need to understand that the Void right now is free farming. You get the kill on the Phoenix, that's nice, but look at Void CS, 7-2. That's like free farm. Void is free farming in a lane where you should be dominating, and it's not really like, this is a mistake by the Void trying to kill the Mirana. If you would have gone back to last hit, you wouldn't have lost any last hits, and this is not the place where you want to be. Very good last hitting on the tower. I don't know if this is the wave you do it perfectly, but there was a wave where you took all the last hits from tower. That's nice, and obviously it will pay off. No, not this wave obviously, but it will pay off to keep doing that. I would like to point out that Void in terms of last hits is currently number 1. This means that we are doing something wrong in the offlane, and when you'll see the other offlane how it went, you'll understand the difference. So Mirana had to fall back to regen. Void is still last hitting freely. And by the way, this Void is still not even taking a stout shield. He should be pressured out of existence. You should already posture aggressive on this area. Like, even if there's a wave here, Mirana should be here hitting him. Night Stalker should be posture aggressively. This is a nice arrow again, but not really achieving anything. Time Walk can always take most of the damage off it if it's not a 5-second arrow, and as long as Void is last hitting perfectly, he has no problem staying in this lane. He didn't even commit a lot of regen, by the way. 4 tangos, that's really not really a trading lane, and you should be trading heavily with a Void, especially when it doesn't have stout shield. I cannot touch this point a lot because it hurts. Let's touch a few other things. Mirana didn't get a Basilius, and this is where a Basilius would have made a big difference. The arrows on the Void were nice, but they were counterproductive after the first or 2. You saw that it gives no result. There's no burst on Night Stalker. You should use the arrows to farm big creeps in the side lanes. Until you get your higher levels, especially if there's no kill potential. If there's no kill potential and you're not rotating mid or doing something else, and there's no kill potential on mid, on your lane, you should not focus you should not focus the arrows on creeps. It looks flashy as a play, it's useless. This is kind of a miss, but the idea was correct. Okay, let's see how it proceeds from here. So I'm gonna turn off the speed a bit, and I want to show a few things that kind of killed your lane eventually. Void is still free farming. Your regen game, you have 4 tangos on Night Stalker, you have 1 tango on Mirana. The Void has 4 tangos, 1 salve. It's the original salve he got. He wasted 5 tangos worth of regen, and that's atrocious. It means we're not clicking him enough. It means he's not being pressured, and obviously it will come back to haunt us as soon as we will see the scores at later stage of the game. If you're already watching and you're cringing and saying, "Oh, he's only showing my mistake," don't worry. There's a lot of mistakes in other lanes, especially mid. So you'll see that in a moment. But let's just focus on the aspects of offlane now. So arrow again, flashy, useless. Stop doing that, Static. I know you're a god of Mirana arrows, but this is where it doesn't give you anything. Chasing the Phoenix and causing him to pop the shrine was great. That's a very good play by you. Night Stalker at night. This is your time to shine, to do one of two things, and I agree with what you did this game. Farm up. You have your lane, you can farm up efficiently in the lane. There's no reason to rotate when you don't have your phase boots, so you keep farming. But look at your positioning, so defensive, behind the wave, letting the Void hit the creeps and only going for last hits. You are not a carry, my friend. Your main objective is to get farm opposite of the carry. So if he has 10 last hits and you have 5, that's not good. But if you have 10 and he has 5, that's good. What do I mean? I mean, you don't have to be like 50 last hits at 10 minutes. That's not your goal. Your goal is to shrink his last hit to be half of yours if possible, to crush him. So you don't want to have like a situation where you trade farm evenly. Trading farm evenly with a core, with a safe laner, means you lose the lane. So right now the lane, I know your mindset, like I want to pause here for a second. Your mindset was, I'm having a fantastic game. I have 23 last hits at almost 7 minutes. I'm relatively high level. I'm halfway to the phase boots. I'm winning my lane. But this is your mistake. You lost the lane. You lost it heavy. Look at the Void. Void is rushing a Midas. The greediest of builds. He has no boots. This is a Void that should not be allowed to stay in lane. And because the Void is rushing Midas, he didn't even go the Stout Shield route. That's right there is a game-losing decision. But he has managed to be first top CS net worth. Look, net worth, Void, top net worth, with 2 people in the lane against him, 1 ranged and a Night Stalker. And this is a problem, especially since we'll see that it just accelerates. He's only gonna be bigger. It's in the last hits. This is also free farm. This is again the same pattern. You stay off the lane because you feel like you can't do anything to pressure. You need to try to deny. You need to try to click him. You need to try to do something. It's not. It's nighttime and you're a Night Stalker. Mirana, you should be able to use your mana more efficiently. Arrow has a very low cooldown. You should use it more. Like if there's no kill potential, you farm with it. You know this. And this is where Void got 6, and this is where you made the misplay of trying to kill him, and at least in a moment. Right now you have a power spike on level 6 Stalker, but Void has a bigger power spike at the first level, the level 1 Chrono. And this is where, if you look, he's going to go here. I believe you get a good arrow or something to make you initiate on him. Still free farming our lovely Void. And this is, by the way, the core of your problem as an offlane. You're the same last hit as the Void. Under normal circumstance, this would be acceptable as a carry, but this is not acceptable when their carry has the same. So you go here for the kill, you almost get the Void, and this was, I would say like this was a low percentage kill because of the way Void works. I think you would have killed him if you had a bit more second, but they turned on you. The chrono is always a risk you need to understand. The heal from the Sunray and the Sonic Wave at the end was kind of like the icing on the cake. Positioning wise, Stanek, you try to get an arrow, which is nice, but yeah, the Sonic Wave and W from the Rubik killed you. So this is the end of the laning phase to offlane. Let's recap. First of all, Stanek, arrow on cooldown, use it to farm. Don't use it to hit the void and lane multiple times and see the effort goes to waste. Basilius should be your core item, especially since your mana commitment is very low. You have 1.8 mana regen. If you get a Basilius, it puts you in like 2.5. And 2.5 would mean that if you have an arrow and the uptime is 18 seconds for level 1, if you throw an arrow 18 seconds time 2.5, you're talking about almost a third of the mana back, a fourth, almost a half of the mana back. So combine that with the clarity and you have full mana all the time. Don't combine it and keep an uptime of like 50% and you have endless arrows for free. Use it to farm. You're level 4 at 10 minutes. Let's just for perspective, let's take a look at the hero levels. You're the lowest level in the game. It kind of hurts you because even their 5 is a higher level than you. And you're a Mirana, your level 6 matters. Your level 6 has a point in the game. And you already have like kill participation. You participated in one kill. You died twice, but you already have a kill as well. And it's not calculating to your net worth. Like right now, if I look at net worth, I'm worried that you're last. You're almost last, and this is because Graves is buying wards, so it kind of diminishes. So being last as a position 4 is very detrimental for you, especially since you could have easily arrowed 4 or 5 creeps, big creeps during the laning phase. No one would have noticed other than you, and it's free gold, easy gold for you, and it's not always the play that makes the game. You having 400 more gold, 1 more or 2 more levels would have made a bigger impact than hitting the void 2 or 3 more times in lane. So, Night Stalker, build wise fantastic. I think you did a good job overall, the way you built it as well. You focus on your last hits. I understand the focus of being ahead in Night Stalker, but the void was free farming under you. You position a lot of times near the wave, not knowing what to do, and you took more harass from it from the Phoenix. Mirana should have been clicking the void from the minute the game started. We noticed no stout shield, right click him. Rushing Midas, right click him. This is like where aggressively trading would have won the game by far, would have crushed the void. There would be low void. And now we're gonna look at the other laning phase for perspective.